everyone, I'm Dr. Retro, and in this video I want to show you my retro video game collection. My collection is too big to show you everything in one long video, so I decided to make an overview video and then make console specific videos where I can show the games more in depth and tell you more information about them. So if you have any questions about the games, about the consoles or anything, feel free to comment and I'll try to answer your questions. Check me out on Facebook on facebook.com/drretromd, so Dr. Retro MD, to stay up to date on everything, and I hope you enjoy watching this video. So let's start with a 360-degree tour around the room. In the middle you see my NES cabinet, World of Nintendo cabinet, and on the left you see the GameCube, PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2 American versions, the Wii and the Xbox. Then to the right there's PlayStation 1 and PlayStation 2. When we move on you see some console boxes, some press kits to the left, Virtual Boy, some PlayStation 3 limited editions, PlayStation 1 big boxes, etc, etc. Then when we move even further you see Game Boy games in the middle, Super Nintendo below that, and on the left you see Mega Drive or Genesis and Sega Saturn games. Then when we go down there's some press kits, Neo Geo AES and Sega Dreamcast, Sega CD, and below that is my Nintendo 64 stuff. And then to the absolute right we have the display shelves with all the rare and unique items, some NES, Super Nintendo, Game & Watches, press kits, all you can think of, and these are all the things I really love showing off because these are my favorite items. And when we go down a bit there's more Game & Watches, more rare Super Nintendo stuff, and below that is PlayStation 3, PlayStation Portable, and even further down you have the Xbox 360. So that was the overview of the room. Let's start getting in closer. And why not start with the best games I have to offer. So these are my display shelves, and like I said, this is all the stuff I'm really proud of having. On the left you see a lot of God of War stuff, and these are all press kits or limited editions. You see the Ghost of Sparta, the Chains of Olympus and the God of War 3 press kit in the back there. They have snowboard kits too, and Ninja 5.0 or Ninja Cop as it's called in Europe for the Game Boy Advance. Then you have Rodland, Stadium Events, Little Samson, a whole bunch more rare NES games. Let me zoom in a bit for you. There's also an Earthbound big box, infamous Super Nintendo game. Some other rare Super Nintendo games there, big box versions. Up there's Hagane, Ico press kit, and some limited editions. When we go down one stage you see the Uncharted 1 press kit, some Zelda games, some more Game & Watches, Zelda Game Boy games, some limited editions there in the back, and these are all rare Super Nintendo games like Chrono Trigger, Mario RPG, Final Fantasy 3, etc. Then even lower there's some more rare Super Nintendo games, but they're all crammed a bit so it's hard to see, but it's Demon's Crest, Battletoads vs Double Dragon, Ninja Warriors Next Generation, Super Metroid, Castlevania, Vampire's Kiss, Mega Man 7, Mega Man X2 and Mega Man X3, all complete in box. Some more Game & Watch games. Then below here we have PlayStation Portable and PlayStation 3. And then the last stage of this cabinet is Xbox 360. And these are some limited editions like Alan Wake, Oblivion, etc. And even some Kinect games which are quite fun to play actually. And that's it for the Xbox 360, don't have a lot of that. So when we move away from the display shelves we get to the Game Boy. And just a reminder, all these games are complete in box. Some of them are missing the manual, but 90% of these are all complete. If you want to see more in-depth information about these games, check out the separate videos on these parts of my collection. Because in this video, like I said before, I will only scan through them quickly. But there's some really cool Game Boy games in there. Some famous rare ones like Kid, Dracula, Amazing Tater, etc. So this is for the Super Nintendo. Again, all complete in box. You see some NTSC RPGs like Breath of Fire 1 and 2, the Donkey Kong Country series, Harvest Moon, Mega Man X, Mega Man X2 and X3 you already saw. Ranma 1.5, which is a rare game, Kirby's Dream Land 3, only got released in America. And also some really great games like Turtles in Time 4, Secret of Mana, etc. Then below that we have a bunch of press kits, and these are pretty much my favorite press kits because I have a whole lot of them and I can't put them all in display. On the left you see Spyro, then you have Ghost Hunter, the one below the big brown box. And if you want to see these, what's inside, check out the videos on my channel because I did unboxing videos on pretty much all of the cool press kits. Then we have Neo Geo AES, the first part. Some really good ones here, like Garu, Mark of the Wolves, Metal Slug 5, Samurai Showdown. Then it's Nintendo 64 with Conker's Bad Fur Day being far my favorite. Some Mortal Kombat games, Mystical Ninja 2 starring Guimon, Castlevania. And below there you have some more AES games like Windjammers, which is a really cool arcade game. And that briefcase on the bottom is the Godfather press kit, and it's really cool. You check out the video. It's one of the best press kits I have. So then we go to the left. We go to the Sega Saturn and Sega Mega Drive. Let me twist the light on a bit so we get some better view there. So on the Sega Saturn, bump my head there. You see pretty much all the good games are there. Guardian Heroes, Manx DT Superbike, which I loved as a kid. It's a horrible racing game, but I kinda loved it, so needed to have it. But famous ones like Deep Fear, Kaio Flying Squadron 2, Parodius, Mega Man X3, Panzer Dragoon 1 and 2. Also have Panzer Dragoon Saga, which we'll pass by in a minute. The Sonic games, Shinobi X, Shining Force. Here you have Panzer Dragoon Saga and Enemy Zero. Sorry for the bad light there, but it's because the cabinet is in the way. Then Sega CD, or Mega CD, Sonic CD, Night Trap, Sewer Shark. Then some Dreamcast games. Don't have a lot of these yet. But I do have the Shenmue 1 and 2, Power Stone, Sonic Adventure 1 and 2. Then the Sega Mega Drive. Let's scan through them quickly. Again, if you want to see these more in depth, check out the Sega collection video I have on my channel. Streets of Rage 1, 2 and 3. Wonder Boy, Strider 1 and 2. Turtles, Hyperstone Heist, Michael Jackson Moonwalker. One of my favorite games on the Saturn Mega Drive, I mean, of course. Castlevania New Generations. Sonic, a whole lot of Sonic. Micro Machines. Shinobi 3, Golden Axe. Mega Game 6 Volume 3, which is a really rare game. And Mega Turrican. So, that was Sega. Let's zoom out a bit again and skip through the next part. Up here you see a Virtual Boy complete unboxed, really new. If you want to see the unboxing of that, also check out the channel because I did a video on that. Here's some PlayStation 3 limited editions, some PlayStation 1 big box versions, and to the left there you see the Gran Turismo 5 press kit and the Crash Bandicoot 3 press kit. Then we're on to PlayStation 2. Some limited editions up top. Some rare games over there, some commemorative discs like Hardware Online Arena and The Getaway, and some really rare ones like Rule of Rose and Ocean Commando Sealed Wild Arms Limited Edition, etc. These are my PlayStation 2 games. Let me go through them quickly with you. Like I said, don't want to make this too long. This is just an overview. For the more in-depth view, check out the other videos that I've linked in this video. And if you have any questions about a game, if you want to see an unboxing, if you want to know anything about its rarity or something like that, feel free to comment or contact me, and I'll be more than happy to answer your questions. And that's all PlayStation 2, and a whole bunch more that didn't fit in the cabinet. Then we're off to PlayStation 1. Let me switch the light on again, so we can see what we're talking about. PlayStation 1, the rare games on display as usual. Tombi, Suikoden 1, Suikoden 2, Castlevania Symphony of the Night, Grand Theft Auto double feature, which is really rare. The last three here on the right on the bottom row are commemorative discs. These all speak for themselves. XCOM games, Legend of Legaia, Harvest Moon, Parodius, Hulk, Hercules, Blue's Clues, really rare. Big box RPG sets, Arc the Lad, Lunar 1 and Lunar 2. These are all RPGs. Then zoomed out a bit. Not sure if you can read the titles like this, so I'll just go by them really quickly. If you want to read the titles, just pause the video and I'll that will give you the time to read the titles. These are some double jewel case games. Resident Evil there in the bottom. And the last two rows that I'll show for now, because I have a lot more, but again, check out the specific collecting video. This is the PlayStation 1 collection video, of course. When we go from the PlayStation 1 to the left, we end up with the Nintendo NES. Like I said, this is by far one of the favorite items in my collection, this display cabinet. Really lucky to found this from a collector, and this is one of the things that will never leave my possession. Up top you have the black box games. It's not a complete set, but I'm kind of close to getting a complete set, although I still need some very rare ones. The ones that are piled up to the right and the left of the second row are small box games. Those are smaller in format. Only got released in Europe like that. Then you see the Mega Man games. Again, if you want to see more in depth, check out the longer video. Action 52 there, really rare and horrible game. And below we have some NES console sets, Rob, Gyromite, Stack Up, all big box, all complete, all the Dutch code variant, which is really special in my opinion, but that's probably because I'm a Dutch guy. And then to the other left, the last few of this section, let's get a bit closer. Some big box GameCube games. To the left we have the GameCube. It has pretty much every good game or rare game out there for the GameCube. I consider my GameCube collection to be complete. And I'm happy to have it complete because GameCube games are getting more valuable these last few years. Then for the Xbox, the original Xbox, same thing. I believe I have all the good games that got an Xbox released that didn't get released on the PlayStation. So that collection is complete as well. Nintendo Wii. I have a lot more of these, but they're all at my girlfriend's house because she loves playing Mario, Kirby, Donkey Kong, etc. PlayStation 2, the American versions, American games. Dot Hack series complete, Dot Hack GU. I mean, these are all RPGs that didn't get released in Europe. For instance, Xenosaga 1 and 3 are American and 2 has a European release. Why in the hell they would do that, I do not know. These are American NTC PlayStation 1 RPGs. They're kind of small, hard to read, but check out my PlayStation 1 video and I'll read them out for you. Persona 1, Persona 2 there. And then some sealed games. Tactics Ogre, Lords of Arcana, Persona 1, 2, 3. Here's some more sealed stuff for the PlayStation 2. So that was this part, and let's go to the storage now. So now we're up on the attic. I have some of my DS games here and some consoles because I just don't have room for them in my collection room at the moment. The DS games, some of the Mega Man games, pretty much all of the Mario games, and one of my favorite games for the DS, Elite Beat Agents, some RPGs, Advance Wars Dual Strike, really cool game, Pokemons. And that's it for the DS. Behind there you see Darksiders 2 limited edition. This is a Mega Drive 1, then a Sega Mega CD 2, Sega Saturn, Dreamcast, and automotive white PlayStation 2. So that's a really rare model. Only 600 of these got released in automotive paint, and this is the white edition. You have different editions. If you want to see more about that, look it up on PlayStationCollecting.com. Then as a small intermezzo from all the retro games, here is my complete in-box Mask collection. If you want to see more about these, check out my channel because I have unboxing videos on a lot of these. I'll just go through them quickly. You see every Mask vehicle that got released in Europe here. Also in America, by the way, we don't have differences there. These are just the European versions of the box. Really cool toys in my opinion, and I'm really happy to have these set complete. Also have the home base, the Boulder Hill, but that's not here, it's too big to put over here. So that was the Mask collection. This is where I keep all my console boxes, my big box PC games, limited editions, etc. And as you can see over here, I have a lot boxed up because I'm moving soon and I don't have space to put them right now. Over here there's a lot of material, promotional material, big ass Mario board. Behind there's a World of Nintendo board you can see there. This one is another Mario with Luigi sign. Big Metal Gear poster, big Zelda poster. This is a really cool Atari stock. Then a box of big box PC games. Take a look at that. Let's see if there's something cool in there. Alone in the Dark, sealed, Mortal Kombat's, the original floppy versions. Some PC games that are not in big boxes, Warcraft, Diablo, Doom. There we go, let's see what's in here. Indiana Jones games, Temple of Doom, Last Crusade, Fate of Atlantis, Tomb Raider, I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream, really rare PC game. Total War, which is an unofficial Warcraft 2 expansion. Then we move over here, we have some press kits that I don't have room for in my collection room at the moment. More big box PC games. Alone in the Dark, Metal Gear, that's the Guitar Hero set, Duke Nukem, Doom 1 and Doom 2, have a video on those if you're interested to see what's inside. Grim Fandango. Let me get a little bit closer here. All these are big box PC games. Little Big Adventure 1 and Little Big Adventure 2. Some of the games I love the most. Sorry for the low light here. We'll get back to a part with more light. Final Fantasy Big Box, StarCraft Full Fight, Police Quest, Mega Man X4, Final Fantasy 7, Monkey Island games, some King's Quest games, got more of those incoming, Lord of the Rings, and below here you have a bunch of consoles, and two more of those automotive editions I talked about. These are just the controllers. Here's the blue one and the yellow one. These should come with a console, but I don't have those. Then up here, big box Wii games, some PlayStation 3 limited editions, all the Assassin's Creed games still sealed, some rare PlayStation 1 sets, Wild 9, StarCraft 2, Warcraft, Assassin's Creed, again some press kits, some more Warcraft stuff. The brown box you see on the right is a PlayStation debugger. These are all board games from arcade games. Some more consoles. These are all PlayStation 1 limited editions, press kits, all combo sets with the CD carrying case. These are gun sets. PlayStation Move, Mega Drive converter. Behind there on the right you see a PlayStation Net Jerozy. If you want to see what's in that box, also be sure to check out the channel. Got a video on that. So that was this PC big box consoles, etc. So that was my retro video game collection in just under 20 minutes. Like I said, if you want to see more in-depth videos about the different consoles, about the different games, check out the channel and check out my collection videos, because I did a video on every part of the collection with more in-depth information. If you have any questions, feel free to comment and feel free to ask me on Facebook or anything. You can find me on Facebook on facebook.com/drretromd, so Dr. Retro MD, and if you like me, you'll stay up to date on all the new content. I hope you enjoyed watching this and hope to see you next time. Bye bye.